this week we're making Big Mac wraps. I have the week off, so I went grocery shopping a little bit earlier. So I thought maybe you would like to see what I bought. Focused on my grocery shopping to be things that were on sale so that I could make the other things I was planning on making this week and next week. Then come on over and we will make the Big Mac wraps. I'm going to talk about what I've watched this week on TV to give you some ideas on some things that maybe you would like to watch. I'm in charge of Easter, so I got some things to make an Easter dessert. Mozzarella cheese. I make pizza on Fridays typically, so I like to shred my own cheese. It just tastes better. Just a variety of stuff. Bagels for breakfast. Tacos. I'll use those for my Big Mac wraps. Just, the basic things that were on sale. Banana to make some banana bread or banana muffins. And I always try to stock up on pasta and spaghetti sauce when it's on sale. And heavy cream. I got some milk to make my ice cream. I have a Ninja Creamy, so I like to make my own ice cream here. Some peanut butter, just the basics. Like I said, just some stuff to kind of get ahead a little bit. Most of the stuff was on sale, so that's why I picked it up. All right, we get our ingredients all together. Just a small bowl, garlic powder is what you're supposed to use, but I am running out, so I just use a little bit of garlic salt, paprika, mustard, mayo, vinegar. So you take a cup of the mayo and just scoop it out into the small bowl. And we're going to add 1 tablespoon of mustard. I'm using spicy mustard. You can use regular mustard, honey mustard, whatever you got on hand is great. So we'll just kind of dump that right in there. Okay, then you take a teaspoon of white vinegar. And just a little teaspoon, dump that right in there. Alright, and go ahead and add your garlic powder and your onion powder. And then your paprika. After your paprika, just give it a nice mix. I have a small little whisk, just kind of keep on combining till everything is mixed well together. Alright, now that it's mixed, just tap that right off. It's going to be kind of thick like ketchup. So just take some plastic wrap after that's all mixed, cover it up, and just stick it in the refrigerator to kind of hang out while you're cooking. So I prep my frying pan with a little bit of olive oil. And after you have that, take a pound of ground beef and throw it right on there in the frying pan. Alright, and I'm just going to preheat my air fryer because I'm going to make some french fries with it. So after I get that preheated, I'm going to keep on frying my cheese. I like to add about a cup or so of chopped onions. Then go ahead and add some pepper and some salt, and just do that to taste. Alright, while that's browning, I just like to preheat my air fryer. We'll throw in some fries, get those cooking, and we'll finish browning the ground beef. And I also, during this time, like to warm up my flour tortillas in the oven, just for about 5 minutes, just to make them kind of soft and pliable. So as you'll see, I have them on my cookie sheet. They're out of the oven. And then we'll take that sauce that we made earlier that I had in the fridge. We'll pull that out and just spread it right on the tortilla. I'm only going to put pickles on one because my husband does not care for pickles. So if you like pickles, put them on. If not, don't. Skip that part. Alright, now we got the ground beef done. We're going to just sprinkle some onto that wrap. Put as much or as little as you like. This is your recipe, so put on what you want. I added on a little bit of shredded lettuce. Sprinkle that on there. Then, that's it. Fold it up and just grab a toothpick. I forgot to grab one and have it ready, so I just had to reach over and grab one. And as you can see, it all fell apart, but that's okay. But anyway, just put a little toothpick in there, and that kind of helps to keep things together while you're serving. getting ready to serve that. And you can serve it with anything you like, chips, fries, anything. I chose to go with the fries. Well, I hope you enjoyed dinner. So what are you going to watch? I have two options for you. The first one is called You're Cordially Invited, and that's about two families that book a wedding on the same weekend. And the catch with that is that the wedding venue they book can only take one wedding a weekend. So it's all about both families trying to figure out how to make this work. What are they gonna do? And it's a comedy, so there's lots of funny things that happen in it. It's starring Will Ferrell and Reese Witherspoon, so they were a cute match for that. And I would say give it a watch. And the second option is called Running Point, and that stars Kate Hudson, which is all about this woman who has grown up in basketball. She's grown up, her family ran a basketball team. She's had a huge passion for the sport. She knows it inside and out. And however, when the time came, her brothers got to take over the company. She still worked there, but she didn't have the role that she wanted. And then with a turn of events, she got to be in charge. She got to become the first woman owner of the basketball team. And she definitely had to prove herself through this movie. She just had a lot of challenges to overcome and prove that she could do it. So I would say that I am not a basketball TV show kind of girl. But with that being said, I still did enjoy this movie. Was it one of my favorite, actually not movie, show. Was it one of my favorite shows of all time? No, but I don't regret watching it. I thought it was cute. And I do hear that there's a second season coming out of that. And I'm interested in watching that. So with all that being said, give it a watch.